everyone, Michelle Fix-It here. Today we're going to be checking on the transmission fluid for a 2012 Chrysler 200 limited signature hardtop convertible. But this video can be helpful for you if you have a 300, a Charger, a Magnum, a Pacifica, Avenger, Sebring, Caravan, Town & Country, Caliber, Compass, Patriot, Challenger, Nitro, Commander, Grand Cherokee, Liberty, Journey, or Rutan, going between the years of 05 and 2011. So everyone likes to ask me constantly why I don't like newer vehicles, and there's a reason why. The reason why I don't like the newer vehicles that much is because they overly complicate things. So normally you have a transmission dipstick. For some reason, and someone's infinite knowledge, they decided to remove that feature, and so there's a little cap that you have to locate. Take the cap off. I think it says something about like only a dealer should do it, something like that, because they want you taking your vehicle to the dealership and not playing with it at home, which is not what we're going to be doing. So what you have to do is you have to buy one of these things, and this is a Dorman OE Solutions transmission level dipstick, part number 917-327. So you have to get one of these. Comes with paperwork, and it's basically a ridiculously long dipstick. Okay, and then the second thing that you need to do is you need to get a temperature gauge. Okay, because you're going to have to check the temperature of your vehicle in order to see what its temperature is to put it on the chart. So for posterity's sake, mainly for you guys, because I know what I have to do because I've had to do it before on this vehicle, you guys are going to come with me and I'm going to show you the paperwork, okay? So first off, I want you guys to know that I did look at a bunch of different videos, but I typically try to follow the rules for manufacturer or those who have infinite knowledge, or not infinite knowledge, but more knowledge than me. So if we follow the directions on here, it says, 1, verify that the vehicle is parked on a level surface, so we've done that. 2, remove dipstick tube cap, that's the dealership cap thing that I was talking about. 3, engage parking brake. 4, start engine and let it idle with gear selector in the park position. 4, shift the transmission lever through the gears several times with the vehicle stationary and engine idling. 5, bring the vehicle up to operating temperature and check fluid level with engine idling. Push dipstick into transmission fill tube until bottoms out against the transmission pan and pull out, read fluid level. So you also have to find out what transmission you have in your vehicle. This is a snapshot of the different transmissions that are in all of those vehicles I was talking about earlier. And then you have a chart for each one of these. Now, one video that I saw that had a fair amount of views doesn't follow directions. So if you guys need these. So they didn't follow directions. What they did was they brought the vehicle up to speed. Here's another chart reading for you guys. They brought the vehicle up to speed, or they took it on a 15-minute drive. They called it good. They got a level, or not a level, they got a tape measure, and they put the tape measure here, and they measured out, I think it was 190. But bear in mind, some vehicles run cooler, and some vehicles run hotter, and so if this is off, that's going to be off. So they put the tape measure here, they marked on their tape measure from here to here, and then they got the dipstick, and they marked on the dipstick that was basically their fill position up here. But again, you're going to be off based off of temperature, which is why you're supposed to do the temperature gun and then put it on the graph. So one thing that I didn't do the last time that I did this was, and I just thought about it today, so it's going to be part of this video, is I didn't make it where this thing is going to be weatherproof to a certain extent, because we are going to be putting fluids on it. So what I'm going to do, and what I would highly recommend that you do, is whatever graph you need, get some clear tape and use the clear tape. There we go. use the clear tape to laminate this section. So you can just take the dipstick and put it right here and figure out where you are based off of your temperature. So that's what I'm going to do. So we have our papers, and I'm just going to use my temperature gauge box, and I'm going to get some tape, and I'm going to go across. And that way, whenever I check my fluid, I will be able to, I don't care if it looks pretty, so I'll overdo it. I'll be able to line this up with my chart and not have to worry about a tape measure or anything else. So this is the graph that I need. Put some tape over it. So if it gets transmission fluid on it, it's not a big deal. I did write on mine which transmission I have, so that way I know in the future this is my chart that I need. Make sure you get all the air bubbles out of it. And if you want to do the whole page, or you want to take it to a library, get it laminated, go for it. This is just, you know, a quick DIY thing for me. Now I got a stick on here. I'm going to fold that tape over, because again, this is not about it being pretty, this is about the functionality of this piece of paper that I need. So if you have if you have a 2012 Chrysler 200, you're going to need chart C. So there we go. So once I figure out my temperature, I will line this dipstick up with my temperature at the bottom, and I'll measure it out, and I'll know if I need oil or not. So that's how that works. So dipstick, line it up here, figure out what your temperature is, whatever your temperature gauge says, you're going to put that temperature on there, and then boom, you're there. And you're going to be annoyed, because if you had a regular dipstick, you just shove it in there, or you pull it out, clean it, put it back in, and then boom, that's what you need. So let's get this guy out of here. Fight with it. And there's that. So I'm going to pop the hood, and we're going to get a temperature check, okay? So this is going to stay with you guys. You can hold on to it.
Poppy!
And my dad's in town. This is Poppy. That's my dad. And he's burning leaves. He's trying to give me a headache with the leaves. All right, so we're not. Huh? It is level. It's on level ground. See, he wants to add his commentary to it. All right, I'm gonna pause you guys so I can. Well, I'll pop the hood. But yeah, you want to make sure it's on level ground. Once you know it's on level ground, you're gonna pop your hood, check your temperature. The vehicle was driven for well over 15 minutes, and then it's been at idle since we've been filming. Well, it's still gonna make smoke. Well, it'll make enough where it. Okay. All right, we're gonna pop our hood. This in right here. And then we're gonna hunt for a transmission dipstick. And because I don't want you guys having personally identifying information, I'm gonna pause you guys, find it, and then I'm gonna show you. All right, so for this is the Chrysler 300 or 200 with a 3.6 liter VVT. So in this engine, if you're looking square at the front of it, it's going to be, my hair. I should have put my hair in a bun. Where'd it go? I had it and then I lost it. Oh, there it is. So right here, see my hands going in? Right here. That's where it is. So you're going to take this off. And be mindful, ow, that it's hot. That actually wasn't hot. That was a cooling line. And this is what it's going to look like. And it says something about the dealer on here. Let's see. For dealer use only. So guess what? Today, you're a dealer. I won't tell anyone if you don't tell anyone. And we decided to trade in our DIY hats for being dealers. And you are going to get dirty. So we're going to get our dipstick. And we are going to get, and I apologize in advance, I don't do editing and all that stuff. So I have a temperature gauge. Should just be turn it on, point it. And for me, the little red light, I guess I should make a video on how this guy works, but when you just pull the trigger on it, it's gonna have a little laser light that shines out, and you wanna put that where you want it to go, and it'll give you the temperature read. And you're aiming for your transmission. And this transmission is currently going between 170 and 171. So when you do that whole 90 thing that other guy was talking about, no offense other guy, your reading's gonna be off. So let's go ahead and stick this in there. And you just shove it all the way in. And I think the instructions, let's refer to the instructions again. I think it said to let it sit there for a minute. I may be mistaken. Oh, we also have to shift our gears. We didn't do that. We're bad. All right, I'm going to shift through all the gears and show you guys how to do that. So foot on the brake, reverse, neutral, drive, shiftronic, back and forth with the shifts, drive, neutral, reverse, park, and we'll do it one more time. Reverse, neutral, drive, shifter, drive, neutral, reverse, park. All right, and so we've done that. We've checked our temperature. We're going to check it out. So let's go back up there. And we're going to knock over our drink too. All right, so we're going to stick it in all the way. Pull it out. Being that we have our paper covered, grab it with one hand. Oh, well that's nice. It even is already marked on. Ours is marked. So we were at 170. We're gonna line that up right there. Set it there. And we are low on transmission fluid. Because when you put the dipstick right here, and you start looking, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we are currently at the 30 mark. And for 170, our minimum fill should be about like, maybe 138 up to 155. So that's where we should be. So we are low on transmission fluid. And being that we are double checkers, and we don't care about transmission fluid getting on us, we cleared this off because now we're not afraid of getting the paper wet. We clear this off. I don't have a paper towel. I can get a paper towel, but I'm just gonna wipe it on me. Yeah, I know, someone's gonna grump at me about it. We're gonna stick it back in again. It's bottomed out, so when you stick it in there, you're just waiting for it to bottom out because there's a plug. We're gonna pull it again. And it's right there at that 130, which means we are very low on transmission fluid. 170. Yeah, we're low. So that's something I'm gonna have to check on. But if you guys wanted to know how to check your transmission fluid on a 2012 Chrysler 200 Signature Limited hardtop convertible fanciness, or any of the vehicles that I was talking about before, follow directions. Go buy your dipstick, because now you have to buy one. Read your instructions, laminate the chart that you need for your vehicle, and go somewhere or Amazon it, a temperature gauge. That's all you need. Little laser temperature gauge. So you guys, like and subscribe. Have a fantastic day. I'm going to be putting some transmission fluid in this vehicle because I knew by the way it was shifting that it had to be low on transmission fluid, and I was right. And if you disagree with me then on how to check this, then write a letter to complain to the people that made this because I just followed directions. So like and subscribe. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye.